Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm not here with Geeky Sparkles. I'm going to talk about Mark Hamill again. He is done. He is done. He's never coming back to play Luke Skywalker. He's over it. I guess he's going to spend more time tweeting about Trump. I don't know, but look, let's be honest here. What would he do as Luke Skywalker? Luke Skywalker, his story was already wrapped up in the sequels. I believe they ruined Luke Skywalker retroactively, and now he's dead. So, I mean, what are they going to do with him? I mean, to be honest, right? So we're gonna talk about this. He's actually wishing everybody well. If they want to continue Star Wars without him, he thinks it's time to move on. I think there's an underlying current of bitterness here. I think he's trying to be politically correct in how he's saying it, but I do think that he is not happy with how Disney handled Luke Skywalker. I don't think he thinks this is how George Lucas would have handled Luke Skywalker. I don't think he was happy with how Luke was portrayed in The Last Jedi. He's made that clear. He said he just, he pretended he was playing Jake Skywalker in The Last Jedi. And I think that there's definitely a twinge of sadness there. Now, I don't think this is connected to him spending all day on Blue Sky and Twitter ranting about Trump or whatever, but I think he has seen his legacy get kind of dragged through the mud by Mickey Mouse, and I think he's just noping out. I mean, again, what's he gonna do though? The guy's almost 70 years old, right? I mean, what's he gonna do? I mean, it was nice that they brought him back for The Mandalorian Season 2. I think a lot of fans, most fans, I mean, across the board, were very excited about that. Even if we just had proper Luke Skywalker for like 5 minutes, it was cool to see that and to see him kind of go out on that note. But yeah, I mean, what are you going to do with Luke? You've already ruined him. What are you going to do with Luke Skywalker? Let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to badorks.com. We're getting ready to do some more pins under the Nidaria imprint. Check it out. We're trying to get this ready to launch. We had a lot of issues with the tariffs. Yeah, basically sourcing stuff for this campaign. Because they're again, a lot of this stuff is not made in the U.S. Historically it's made overseas, but I think we found the solution, and it took us a couple of weeks longer than I thought it was going to take. But check it out, badorks.com. Hopefully this week, maybe next week. We'll see where we're at with everything. All right, so this is coming from comicbook.com. Mark Hamill reveals why he won't return for Star Wars 10, and fans might agree it's time for Star Wars to move beyond the legacy characters, he said. He was asked by comicbook.com if he would return as Luke's Force Ghost in New Jedi Order. That would be the Rey movie that I am not convinced is going to happen. I think that, I don't know, I could be wrong, but it just feels to me like they're kind of waiting to see how The Mandalorian does, and then they'll kind of go from there. And they'll figure out they want to, take a chance on a Rey movie. It is kind of peculiar that the Ryan Gosling Starfighter movie or whatever it is beating Rey to the box office. Because I think they're looking at that like, yeah, this is probably more bankable than a Rey movie. I mean, who the hell wants a Rey movie? Her action figures are still sitting on the shelves. Nobody cares about this character. The Reylos cared about this character when she was with Kylo Ren, but he's dead. So what's the point? It's like, what's the point? He said he's forever grateful he played such a meaningful role in Star Wars. He believes it's time for Lucasfilm to move past the legacy characters and focus entirely on the younger generation. Well, good luck with that, because I don't think the younger generation cares about Star Wars. I don't think they do. Star Wars does not mean anything to anyone under 25 years of age. My son was into Star Wars briefly because it was connected to Lego Star Wars, and he was watching the Clone Wars. But again, he watched the Clone Wars because he liked Lego Star Wars. Today's kids, they know Darth Vader from Fortnite, right? That's, what I'm saying? Like that's what Star Wars means to them. Disney has damaged this franchise to the place where this is like the first generation of kids that don't care about Star Wars. I'm not saying all kids, because I know I'm going to get people in the comments that are going to be like, well, my kid liked Star Wars. Shut the hell up, Clownfish. You don't know what you're talking about. Mark Hamill's worth $1 billion of you. But like, whatever. No, but like, it's been my observation that kids don't care about Star Wars. My wife, I think she's talked about before, that we, for many years now, I mean, that isn't the brag or anything, but we do give to like Salvation Army. We do buy a lot of toys for underprivileged kids. That's something we've done for a long time. Probably before YouTube. We've done before YouTube. We're business owners, and you know, we would go out, and plus, you know, we do retail, so we're able to buy like cases of stuff, right? But we never had requests for Star Wars. Like, I don't think we've ever had requests ever for Star Wars anything. Marvel stuff, yes. For a while, Marvel stuff was popular. Iron Man was very popular. Spider-Man continues to be popular. Batman continues to be popular. Yeah, I know it's DC. Shut up. I know it's DC. But Star Wars, no. Nobody cares about Star Wars. Kids don't care about Star Wars. Again, I don't think we've ever... I don't even think we sell... Like, I don't remember ever selling Star Wars figures to children, like anybody under 18. Like, they don't buy it. Collectors come in and buy stuff, Star Wars stuff. Somewhat. Most of this, I'll tell you the truth, the Star Wars stuff we had in our shop sat on the shelf. Most of it sat on the shelf. The newer stuff, it's just nobody cared. They just don't care. You know, it's like, it's why there's a reason there's like piles and piles and piles of it at Ollie's. Anyway, let's look at this video clip. This is coming from comicbook.com, and they did the interview. So let's see what he has to say here.
Listen, I am so grateful to George for letting me be a part of that back in the days, the humble days when George called it Star Wars the most expensive, low-budget movie ever made.
Yeah, I think he's realistic about what Star Wars was. Like, I mean, all these franchises, and I've talked about this before, all these franchises now, they're like tentpole franchises, tentpole IP. They all started out as something pretty dicey. A lot of them started out as like a low budget, whatever. It was a risk for the studio. And now they take it for granted. They think, and again, you know, a lot of this stuff, you know, Star Wars included, was very much tied very much to the creator of the franchise. And when you remove the creator of the franchise from the franchise and you let the corpos in and they do what they're going to do, this is what you end up with. You end up with Star Wars by committee for nobody, because it's not making the new fans. It's not making any new fans, and it's not making the old fans happy. And clearly, you know, somebody at Disney is looking at like the demographic and like, well, we need more female characters so we can sell more toys to girls. And that's probably what they're thinking. And it didn't work. I mean, I remember when they first started churning out all the new movies, and they had a doll line, like they were like Monster High dolls, and they're Star Wars characters. Look at all of our female dolls for Star Wars, and nobody bought them. Little girls didn't want Rey dolls or, you know, Jyn Erso dolls or whatever. They didn't want them.
You know, we never expected it to become a permanent franchise and a part of pop culture like that. But my view is like, I had my time, you know, I'm appreciative of that, but I really think they should, you know, focus on the future and all.
Translation, don't call me. Please don't call me. I'm not interested. I mean, I think he's trying to put on a good face here, but I do not think he was happy with how Luke was treated. I think he's done. I think it's just a feeling I got. Like, I just don't think I think he's checked out. I think Mark Hamill has been checked out from Star Wars for the better part of the last decade. And you notice how he keeps talking about George. Like, he had a great relationship with George Lucas. George. He's not mentioned, Bob Iger and I and Kathleen Kennedy and I and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, his relationship to Star Wars was tied very closely, I believe, to his relationship with George Lucas. And that's, you know, George Lucas's relationship with Star Wars has been severed. Thank you, Disney.
All the new characters. And by the way, when I disappeared in the I left my robes behind, and there's no way I'm going to appear as a naked ghost. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird. It'd be kind of weird. Anyway, there we go, guys. He's done. He's done with Star Wars. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people now are going to be like, I'm glad he's done with Star Wars. I mean, this was inevitable. I mean, hell, Harrison Ford has wanted to be done with Star Wars and keep dragging him back into it. They kill him off and they still drag him back into it for episode 9, right? Begrudgingly, but there we go. Mark Hamill, done with Star Wars. What do you think? Do you care? I don't know if I care. To me, again, all the Disney movies have basically been fan fiction. Some of the stuff is okay. I think Rogue One's okay. I didn't think Solo was the worst thing ever. I thought it was okay. I think I was more surprised I didn't hate it when it came out, and in retrospect, I'm like, yeah, it's got some things I don't like about it. But you know, I could watch it again. I haven't watched any Star Wars movies. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched any Star Wars movies, even the original trilogy. I used to watch it every year. I watch Star Wars at least once a year. Actually, all 6 of the George Lucas movies, I watch them once a year, every year, since I was a teenager. And after The Last Jedi, I haven't even watched the original movies. Like, I have such a bad taste in my mouth for how Disney has handled the franchise. Like, I just am completely checked out from it. And I suspect some people associated with Star Wars probably are too. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Again, check out badorcs.com. Trying to get this thing launched. We'll see where we're at. Hopefully this week. I know we have a couple hundred people that want some naughty orc pins. There's a couple in here that are not on the thumbnail. Some of them are a little spicy. A little bit spicy. So anyway, check it out. We'll talk later.